Hey, what's up guys? It's the Porn Clerk, and I just wanted to sit down and throw together a quick little video to share my crazy weekend on Madden Ultimate Team. It started Friday when EA dropped the Most Feared promo. I sat down Friday night and started grinding the solos, and it wasn't too long before I completed the objectives and earned the free Fright Pack reward. In that Fright Pack, I pulled the Most Feared Freaks of Nature Cam Chancellor, which was my best pull of Madden 17 up to that point. I sold Cam for about $350 after EA's taxes, and before I called it a night, I decided I was going to check out the auction house for some investment opportunities. I realized that I could build the Steve McNair Legend card for about $180 and then sell it for about a $25K profit. So I bought the pieces, built it, and listed it before I crashed. I woke up Saturday to find the EA had dropped legendary packs, so not only had my McNair not sold, but the legend market had crashed on me, so I ended up having to sell McNair for about $140, which after taxes ended up as almost a $60K loss on the initial investment. I was frustrated, but I realized, it was basically found money considering it came from a crazy pool from a free pack, so it is what it is. After selling McNair, I was sitting around 250,000 coin, and I decided I was going to pack Suicide in an attempt to pull the Brian Dawkins Legend, which was released that morning. Even if I didn't get lucky, I would most likely be able to break even selling the cards from the packs over the next week as people were trying to finish the October hero sets before they expired. The legendary packs, which had already technically fucked me by driving down the legend market, were incredibly tempting, even though I usually stay away from high-cost packs. You never seem to break even when you open them with coin, but I was trying to pull the 48-hour limited edition Dawkins, so why not spend 180 of the 250K on two packs which were guaranteed to have a legend in them? Against my better judgment, I opened the first pack, and there it was on the second card of the pack. The firework animation hit, and there was Brian Dawkins. But wait, it was the 87 overall Dawkins that you need in order to build the completed legend card. Not quite what I was hoping for, but after I opened the rest of the pack, I checked the auction house, and I was thrilled to see that was selling for around $70K. So that one card almost covered the entire cost for that legendary pack. I opened the second legendary pack and I pulled the Dawkins collectible, which was selling for $60K. My guaranteed legend in that pack was a gold Tim Brown, which sold for $7K. That's the kind of disappointment I'm used to out of high price packs, but luckily that Dawkins collectible was able to level it out. Between the two Dawkins pulls, I made around $120 after taxes. The rest of the remaining pieces of both packs only netted me around $60K. I spent $180,000 and I made $180,300 coins. So, a 300 coin profit's not really anything to brag about, but I'm definitely not going to complain about breaking even on two high-risk packs. But you can see if I don't pull those two Dawkins pieces and I pull another gold legend that sells for $5K and an Anthony Munoz collectible that sells for $3,000, all of a sudden I made $70,000 out of $180. Back to the task at hand. I had 253,000 coins, and I was intent to pack Suicide it all away in search of Weapon X, so I just started opening pro packs. I'm cruising through, unimpressed with what I'm pulling. That's when it happened. In the 8th pro pack I opened, the 4th card in, there it was. I was actually skimming through the cards so fast that the firework animation never even played, and I was actually 2 cards past it when it registered on the screen, and all I could do was just sit there and stare at the pack in disbelief for a few minutes, like, holy shit, there it is. So I finally finished opening the pack, and I went and listed the card in the auction house and shared my hit on my Twitter, which if you don't follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at the Porn Clerk. Then when I was done, I realized that I was sitting on 193,000 of the 253 that I intended to Suicide for Dawkins. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to finish the pack Suicide while I wait for Dawkins to sell. Especially considering I had pulled the Cam the night before and the Dawk there. I had a really lucky 24-hour period going. And then it happened again. In the 14th pack I opened after I pulled the Dawkins, right at the very end of the Pro Pack, was a 48-hour limited edition Tony Dorsett. So in 22 packs, 165,000 coins invested, I ended up having my two biggest pools of Madden 17 within an hour of each other. The Dawkins ended up selling for $700K and the Dorsett for $350. So after tax, the two brought me just under 1 million coins, and if you include the cam from the night before, I pulled 3 cards in 24 hours that sold for just under 1.3 million coins, making it easily my most successful day since I started playing Madden Ultimate Team all the way back on Madden 13. So you can see why I felt the need to share this crazy weekend. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and throw me a like and maybe a subscribe to check out what else I put out in the future. And thanks for checking it out.